It's not long until we get the fight we never asked for, Deontay Wilder against Dominic Breazeale for the former's WBC heavyweight title. In the build-up to this fight, though, Wilder has repeated something he said in the past, very distasteful, that he wants a body on his record. Now, we know the risks with boxing. We know it's a very dangerous sport. We know that despite in certain motorsports there are more deaths per competitor, with boxing, every blue moon when somebody does pass, it's the intent that kind of makes it a little bit worse, that often has it come under fire, and criticisms trying to get it banned and all that. Always gets recycled, these things. But it's the intent. Fighters prefer a shorter night if they can. They are going in there primarily to do damage. So it's very distasteful for Wilder to say such a thing. And kind of odd in a way, because when you consider that Deontay Wilder's daughter has suffered from spina bifida, the fact that he's had somebody of his own blood have that kind of suffering, that kind of experience, you think would make him more respectful of human mortality, fragility, and perhaps he'd carry some of that into the ring with him, be more compassionate towards hurt opponents. But no, it doesn't appear that way at all. Now, Mike Tyson back in the day did used to say some pretty vicious things. He tried to famously drive Jesse Ferguson's nose bone into his brain, as he said. It was almost sounded too comical in a way to be believable with Mike. But then he did later also say that Razor Ruddock's got to die in one of their fights, otherwise it doesn't count. If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. Now with Tyson, of course, a very vicious individual, kind of always a comedic aspect with him as well. But with Wilder, this is different because he's repeated this. He says he wants a body on his record like it's a checklist, that it's something he's got to do. And we live in an era now, of course, where we're so easily offended, where everyone's in a state of reacting and outrage, but really, what he does say, the fact he says he wants a body on his record, this is an ongoing thing. It really is a distasteful thing to say. Now, it may partly be because he realises that in this day and age when you are just an anybody and you've got a camera in your face, it's basically newsworthy. So in a way, this might be fueling him to say ridiculous things, particularly a fight against, say, Breazeale, in a way that people don't really care about. So he's saying something ridiculous to try and get more interest. But what a way to go about it. He really needs to stop saying such a thing. It's really out of order. It is the ultimate price a fighter can pay to pass in the ring. He knows that. He should respect that himself. What do you think? I'm sure most people share my opinion on this.